Alright, what's up everybody? I wanted to start off this video by apologizing for some of the camera quality isn't the greatest, and I also struggled to keep my packaging in the frame a lot of the time because I've never done an unboxing video before. I did end up ordering a new tripod and some equipment to make it go a little better, and also I figured out how to make my camera focus at closer ranges. I promise I know what I'm doing, I think. I appreciate you all for watching though. Let's get right into that video. What's up everybody? So today we're going to be unboxing these two Digimon you see in front of you. And then we're going to be running over a couple of the Tamagotchi and Digimon that I already own and showing the runs that I'm doing and maybe even going through some of the ones that I'm not running. Just to show off the collection and talk about what I got and what I want to get here in the future. So we're going to start off with this Godzilla one here on the left. And I have this knife for opening it up. It's pretty nice because it doesn't cut the packaging as much as most knives would. So give me 1 second to readjust the table and I will be right back to cut this open. Alright, sorry guys, I could not find an angle that was not showing the tripod legs. I have to invest into a new tripod for this phone, but looks like the easiest place to cut in from is going to be right around down here. Knife should be able to get through it. Yeah. I wasn't sure. This tape seems a good bit stronger than the last one I've cut open. Uh-oh. It's getting stuck on the plastic there. See if we can't. This one does not want to slice. I hope they're not both like this. Uh-oh. I don't really want to pull the tape because that's just going to cut up this packaging. And I do want to keep this for a little display in the background of one of my projects that I'm working on. Oh, my bad. I have that cutting completely out of frame. Oopsie daisy. Basically just trying to trim down around like this. It's not going that well. Oh, there we go. That should kind of help break it off. There we go. I don't care if I leave a little bit of tape on the back. I'll work it off later. My biggest thing is I just want to get it separated so I can get the device out. Realistically, you don't even look at the back that much if I display it. My bad. I'm new to doing the unboxing thing, so I keep letting it go off camera. Alrighty, now we'll close up the knife. For now, we gotta open up the, I think it's Saiyu Wairrors is what it's called. I'll have to look up if the pronunciation I'm using is right. I don't know if it is. Did we get it cut enough? I think we did. Alright. So, the easiest way to do this should be to kind of just bend it like I have here on both sides. Gotta bend it a little bit more. Try and like work it up like this so it's easier, because it's easy to push back down when I need to push the cardboard back in. But then, if you bend it enough, eventually you can kind of just pop her out. I don't know why it doesn't want to pop out right now. I think there might be a little more tape at the top. Uh-oh. Is there? There is. At least there seems to be. There it is. So there's a little slice of tape right up here at the top, so I'll just take that and run it right along there and get a nice slice like that. Alrighty, we're going to take this nice display piece here in the background. I like the art on this a lot, so we're going to take it and set it off to the side. It's very, very nice. It's over with the Saiyu Wairrors, I'm 99% sure it is. So, here in the packaging, you get a C charger. which I'm not used to, because even on the modern Tamagotchis that I have, like, this is the Paradise, the most modern release of it, and it takes batteries. So I'm not really used to that, but I am super excited to break this thing out and look at this shell, because I was stunned by how good looking it was when I first saw that this release was going to be a thing. Wow. So as you can see, it's got one of the variants off to the side. I can't remember the name of it right now. I'm super tired. It's got one of the variants off to the side. I opted for the color version because I like it. Oh, it's Wairrors. I think. No, I don't remember. It says Wairrors, though. And then you have this on the back. It's very, very cool. We have to get a protective case for this, obviously. But we're going to go ahead and take this over to the charger real quick, and then we'll get back to the tripod to open up the second Digimon, the pendulum device that we have to open. I am just now kind of realizing that in the other recordings I was making it sound like I only keep the packaging as like a display piece. And that's not fully the case. As you can see, they come with these nice little plastic shelves, and a lot of the time I will just put them back in there when I don't want to use them to keep them safe. Especially when I don't have protective cases on them already. It's a very nice way to store it. My tripod is falling. We're going to take care of that real quick, live. It's going to take me a second, though. There we go. So, we're going to bust into this one real quick. I'm very excited about this guy. It has more features than the Godzilla one. I got that one more because very cool shell. I love Godzilla. As you can see, I have the 1997 Mothra Tamagotchi, so big Godzilla guy here. So we're going to crack into... I still have not looked up how to say this because that's embarrassing to me. I think it's the Saiyu Warriors. I'm going to look it up after, and I'll correct myself with like text on the screen on how to pronounce it, if I'm wrong. This one might not be as easy to cut into. I got to kind of figure out how you get into this guy. I've never opened one of these boxes. Okay, there it is. My bad. I'm kind of trying to do this all live so you get the whole experience that I'm having here. I think this one might be more of a peel situation. Oh yeah. This is a way like softer grip tape. It's interesting because these both came out at a very similar time. I'm 99% sure that's how you get into this. Okay, we see more tape over here. Kind of just cut at the tape until the box no longer has structure. So I don't know what I'm doing. How would I know what I'm doing? I've never done this before. Not with a pendulum device. They put this in a very different box. The Godzilla box is literally the exact same box style that the Tamagotchi Mothra came in. It is so hard to get the knife right in that little slot. It's a little bit easier if I use the camera. This box is going to be a little bit damaged, but it's whatever. Not too worried about it. It's extremely close. I almost need to do a different angle for this, guys. So we'll be right back. Alright, so we're back to that original angle now, and all we gotta do is... I don't know why this one side over here does not want to come out like that side did. We're gonna just take the knife, kind of run it back there and see if there's anything wrong with that, maybe. Here, we're just gonna rip it up from this side. There we go. My bad, that took way longer than it should have. For both of them, actually. Because I'm weird about my packaging. So we're just going to slide it up like that. Maybe someone else wants to know how to preserve their packaging. They'll use this as a tutorial video. I'm just kidding. So this one, I think also comes with a C charger. This one has an instruction manual. I can't read this like I mentioned in the previous clip, or maybe the clip before. No, it was the clip before. So we're going to have to set it to the side and look up a translated version. Because these, as I mentioned, were Japan-only releases. The shell of this guy is very cool. And we are also now seeing, obviously, this is also a charge device. I'm kind of setting all the trash back here so we can throw it away. My goodness. I cannot believe how difficult that was. So we got to find the charging port on this bad boy. There. They seem to be pretty easy to find. You just got to find these little, they have rubber ports on the bottom of them. So this does seem to be a little longer. We will take it over and find another charging block for it real quick. So I accidentally figured out that it already had come with some charge on it when I was messing around with it. So we're going to go ahead and show you this little intro. Just keep in mind that we had already started a run, so the egg will not hatch. The egg hatched almost instantly, and it was a pretty basic egg anyways. But if you're a fan of Godzilla, you're probably going to like this intro a lot. I know I did. So that's it. And then I want to go to, oh wait, I technically need to go back to 0. There we go. So this is the baby you start out with. Okay, brother, it is not that important. So these are all of his stats, like his, I'm assuming hunger, strength, G cells, I think is what it's called. Yeah, it is G cells. Or maybe this is G cells. Training. I'm going to have to figure all this out, obviously. But very, very cool device. My first color Digimon that I've ever actually opened. So very exciting to see. But we're probably going to go ahead and do a long hold and turn it off for now, because I don't think we're going to run this one as of right now. Okay, don't do that. The way you turn it on is also by a long hold, but as you can see, it came most of the way charged. So if you go all the way to the bottom, you can go ahead and power it back off, and then we'll go ahead and bring in the other one. Sorry, I took my mic off, so it's a little farther for me than usual, but I did that so I can put it close to the screens because they make cool noises. Alrighty, we're going to start up the pendulum now, just to see what it does. You guys will see the whole thing of this one. Okay, that's kind of cool. I didn't expect any, like, special intro, obviously, but, I mean, the little silhouette in the background isn't a bad surprise. I don't know why I was doing that again. I'm so tired. It's like 1 in the morning. Almost. It's 12. Oh, I really like the colors of the egg. It matches the device very well. So we'll go ahead and do a little update when this guy hatches, and then we'll, tomorrow in the morning, I'm going to go ahead and talk about all these other guys that we have over here. And tonight I'm also going to watch a video on this guy right here and this beautiful fellow. They're both very beautiful devices, but I'm going to watch a video on them, so when I'm done doing a C run, trying to go for the shark, so I had to do this route. I think it's called the paddle route. And I'm also currently running my Mothra Tamagotchi. He's sleeping, but we'll wake him up real quick. He's at the teenage stage. We got him to the form that was for 0 to 2 care mistakes. So that was pretty cool. Oh, he's hatching. Nice. This is what this guy looks like. And there's the baby on there. He's very noisy, as you can see. So we're going to go ahead and pause that real quick. But that's a very cool looking baby. He's very cute compared to the Godzilla one. The Godzilla one is a nightmare creature. Alrighty, so it's been a little more than a day since our last update because I was hoping this guy would go ahead and evolve, but he hasn't. He's still a teenager, and I think he might be stuck that way forever. I'm hoping he evolves tomorrow, but it's looking like he won't. This is the one that I picked up off of Amazon a while back. It's a Gen 1 remake that they started making in like 2020 something. But I picked this up so I could learn how to use this because this is all in Japanese. This is all in English. On this guy, I have some good news though. To counteract what I just gave you with the Mothra, we actually did get the shark. Sadly, he got the whale's eyes instead of the color, but I mean, he's still a cute little fella, so we're probably going to try and keep him for 30 days so he can become a happy star out here. We have 1 star so far, and it's a sad star. So we're going to try and change that and get a happy star of the shark. Here was my first and probably last ever nano, unless they do another really interesting collab. They only live for 3 days, and they have some cool mini games on this one, but it's not really worth it compared to the other devices. I mean, it's cool and it's fun if you're really busy and you want something to just like have as more of a talking point, I guess, but not really my style. Then we have my first ever Digimon. It's the 20th anniversary. You can run like 2 eggs on it at once. They come from Amazon. You can even still pick them up. They're pretty cheap. I mean, not cheap. They're like 20 bucks, but they're not as terrible as most of them are. So I recommend checking these out if you're into the idea of V-Pets and you want to check out a Digimon. My bad. Here is the Digimon I am currently running. I don't know why it took him a second to load up there. This is, I think it's Valdermon. Yeah, it is Valdermon. He is the second to last evolution form of this line. I don't know if we can get him to the last, but we're surely trying to, so it's not the end of the world if he doesn't get there. This is the first ever run that I've done on this one. I've actually been freezing him for a couple months because you can, if you want to, on these ones, you can go ahead and go to the light and turn them off, and if I do this during the day, it freezes him. So it doesn't even count the days when they're frozen. It's been a while frozen. I've had him for a couple months, and he's only been alive for 7 days, technically. But this is probably one of my favorite devices. Sadly, they're super expensive, but it has a lot of super fun games and battle modes on it. Like, it's definitely one of the most fun Digimon that I've played with so far. I think this might beat it out, but I'm not sure yet. But that is going to be it from this video. If you guys enjoyed, please do let me know, because as you can see, I have a ton of these things, and I'm probably only going to be doing runs on these 2, but if you guys would like to see some runs on these made into videos, I mean, let me know. I can do it. I just don't really want to. I kind of just run them throughout my day, so it might be a little more difficult to record than, like, gaming videos or anything like that. But if people want it, I can definitely go out of the way to do it. I appreciate you watching all the way through. If you enjoyed, please consider dropping a like and maybe also a subscription. It would help the channel out a lot, and it would also show me that, hey, maybe I should just start making videos on these more. But I hope you have a great day, and I hope to catch you next time on my gaming videos or maybe some more Tamagotchi or Digimon videos.